is to be close to you, but I don't know how and what to do. I'm so shy when it comes to you, but I guess you're curious, huh? So let me show you what I can do, 'cause I don't mind taking my time to stay in this bed now, never get out, 'cause I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. Love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Oh, love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. I see it in your eyes. You want this even more, like we are soulmates, something we never felt before. Yeah, I don't mind taking my time. Let's stay in this bed now, never get out, 'cause I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. Love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Oh, love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Night, 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 night. Love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Oh, love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight. Ooh, yeah.
Double up. The money I call up. Double up. The money I call up.
2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wait. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff is silent.
Double up. The money I call up.
Sawahi Krab. Listen, it's that screenwriter, director, producer, Walt Diddy, live from Bangkok, Thailand, where the time is 10:22 in the PM. Got a great show for you. I know the trolls are already ready. Wow, it's just lovely being me. I know you're wondering, what you talking about, Walt Diddy? Well, today we're going to be talking about Jimmy Kimmel, air quotes, fired. Laura Ingraham, air quotes, fired. And here's something that's real. The new YouTube reset, along with the Black Moon, is coming your way. That's actually happening right now here in the Far East, but it's coming your way. Listen, let me set this up before we get too far in the weeds. I am in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm upstairs on the rooftop, just had a good swim, doing my thing, and some good Thai people, a guy from New Zealand and France, came over to where I was sitting and asked me, have you heard Jimmy Kimmel has been fired? I said, what? That don't sound right. Jimmy Kimmel is far leftist, wave his pom-pom girly man number one. Why would they do that? Then it hit me. Well, they did the same thing to Donald Lemon He actually got fired. So I go do my research, and believe it or not, the good Thai people that I was talking to upstairs, the guy from New Zealand and the guy from France, all fell for the fake news banana in a tailpipe. The fake news banana in a tailpipe. Now, I could have easily, and I'm not baiting anyone. I have some evidence to show you what you can expect now. I am in the land of 70 million people here in Thailand. Here in Southeast Asia, there's over 1 billion. Do you know this is trending news in Asia? My computer and IP address is now pinging in Thailand. It is trending news. But before we do that, let's get right to the chat real quick to say hello to all my day ones. Then we will get into the said information that's going to blow your mind. Shout out to Brother Truth. Says salute Walt Diddy in chat. I say salute to you, kind sir. Shout out to the one, the only, and she's in charge of the gals. That is Queen, and she says salute Walt Diddy and chat. Thank you, sweetness. Listen, I'm not going to hold you. Let me blow your mind. Let me blow your mind just a little bit by what drove them crazy upstairs. Now, I find this out a couple hours ago. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you fake news is ruling the internet in every shape, form, or fashion. This is the article that they're reading. This is not Walt Diddy's information. I didn't write the blog post or anything, but check this out. ABC fires Jimmy Kimmel during Jimmy Kimmel Live. This is actually trending. People are sharing it on their social media. Here's something that you need to know about Southeast Asia, any country that you go to as an American citizen. They're going to speak English. Duh. In Thailand, and I go to Thai school, Sawaika, couple can. Anyway, check this out. Here in Thailand, the business establishments, the banks, all major tourist attractions, they have someone that speaks English. Why? Because if you come from Germany, China, France, New Zealand, the Netherlands, anywhere, if you're going to communicate with Thai people, unless you know the Thai language, you speak in English. This story is trending. It is fake. It is just what Donnie J said. Absolute fake news. What happened here? And I'm going to tell you this, a prophecy. Here's a quick prophecy. Jimmy Kimmel is foreshadowing. He will be fired by the end of the year. He will be fired by the end of the year. He's no clean cutter. Here's everybody you can say goodbye to now. Jimmy Kimmel, Trevor Noah, all of those that deal in left-wing or right-wing controversy. Stay with me. They're reading this article right here, and they didn't do their due diligence as I did when I came. If you see the first paragraph, it says Jimmy Kimmel had his monologue interrupted Monday night by breaking news that pretty much he was fired. He's so in, and what you liberals let him get away with is using the Mexicano right there, Guillermo, as a laughing bag, right? The butt of all jokes, speaking broken English, but you love it, don't you, Miss Progressive? You love it, Miss Liberal. Fake news. Fake news. It was all a skit. But guess what I'm trying to tell you? The primary season in the Republican Party and the Democratic Party is well underway. Campaign season is on. The candidates are out there, from Tim Scott to Ron DeSantis to Donnie J. Fake news is going to rule the day. Stay with me. I did not clickbait you. I'm going to give you game. So if you're wondering, Jimmy Kimmel will be on. He has his job, but not in the Far East. Here in Bangkok, Thailand. If everybody that knows me, you know I've been in here for the last, 75, 80 days. This is trending news on my Twitter feed because I get a different feed now because my IP addresses is showing Thailand. This is trending. What else is going on? Well, Fox News, stay with me. Fox News stands by Laura Ingraham amid primetime rumors, sort of. What is another rumor that's going on? It's Laura Ingraham was fired. Not so. Is it projection? Absolutely. She will not make it to the end of the year. Will not make it to the end of the year because I'm going to share with you the information to prove what I'm saying. So if you're just coming in, do not think I clickbaited you. That is an actual damn story that actually is going viral over here in Thailand, along with the new Thai Barack Obama. I won't get too much into the politics, but 42-year-old man that is slowly getting a coalition together, become prime minister here in Thailand. Guess what? Harvard educated. My poor Thai people. That said, let's take a quick look at this before I show you some exhibits to prove what's really going on. Following a blaming headline from Drudge Report claiming Fox News is dramatically revamping its primetime lineup after Tucker Carlson ousted, the network tried to tamp down online rumors that 10 p.m. host Laura Ingraham had been fired. I did not clickbait you. This is news stories in so-called air quotes reputable news organizations. People here and around the world, because we get different IP address and you get different information depending on where you are regionally in the United States or across the globe, like I am. I'm 12,000 miles from my home in North Carolina, right? That story is being believed. Well, it was being believed till I said, whoa, let me read that. And then I told a dude from New Zealand and, fake news? Yes, fake news. More fake news. Laura Ingraham is being fired by Fox. Guess what? She will be. He will not make it 6 more months. Jimmy Kimmel will not make it 6 more months. Trevor Noah, goodbye. All of them are coming to YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, check this out right here. Did you know Google plans to use new AI models, right? This is why they're going to be fired. Google plans to use new AI models for ads to help YouTube creators, source says, air quotes. How does new ads help me as a creator? I'm doing good to get my streams pushed out. New ads is not going to help. What does new ads mean? Mean AI generated. We don't need you, Joe Blow, Janie Sue. You're complaining, your leftist politics, your right-wing politics, your isms, your LGBTIEOQ will no longer be needed. Google is tapping into their AI machine to run ads on any. Here's something else you don't know. You have 500 subscribers, 300 watch hours, you're not monetized. YouTube still runs ads on your stuff. You didn't know that? And you're not going to get $1. You are not even hitting the own button to monetize your monetized videos. Guess what? In certain regions and countries, I see ads on everything, on every video, no matter who it is and how many subscribers or watch hours they have here in Thailand. Did you know that? Now you do. Google plans to use new AI models to change the YouTube game. I said in different streams, the only reason I even brought that fake news, Jimmy Kimmel not been fired, fake news, Laura Ingraham has not been fired. They will be soon. That said, Google is changing the game. Soon after you watch this, you will be in agreement with me and why I brought. This is Richard Blumenthal.
Now.
Beside him is Senator Josh Hawley. They're at a AI hearing. I said it on yesterday's show. Once Congress is involved, bringing up your Zuckerbergs, your Twitters, and everybody to Capitol Hill, it's too late. It's too late. The one thing that the United States does not have is a lawyer that specializes in algorithms. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is very hard to sue a tech company because you don't understand the algorithm. These congressmen and senators don't understand the algorithm. Section 230, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, they admitted, Amy Coney Barrett, right? Gorsuch, all of them admitted, we don't understand this damn algorithm. Clarence Thomas, like, he almost slipped out and said, what the fuck is this? That's where we at. Listen to Senator Blumenthal, and you'll see why I showed you those fake stories.
For some introductory remarks. Too often, we have seen what happens when technology outpaces regulation. The unbridled exploitation of personal data, the proliferation of disinformation, and the deepening of societal inequalities. We have seen how algorithmic biases can perpetuate discrimination and prejudice, and how the lack of transparency can undermine public trust. This is not the future we want.
That was not a lip sync fail. That voice was not Senator Blumenthal's, and those words were not his. That was actually the result of artificial intelligence voice cloning software, studying Blumenthal's Senate speeches and spitting out congressional remarks in the style of Senator Blumenthal, and brought to you by ChatGPT.
GPT. Now, to all the brothers and sisters that be you chocolate people, that's from MSNBC, a liberal source, so you got to believe it. It is true. Now do you see why the Jimmy Kimmel story is such nefarious, sinister behavior? Let me write that and put it on WaltDiddy.com. I guarantee you it would have been shut down. But here in Bangkok, Thailand, had I not gone up to take a swim, people would have left out from up top on the rooftop sharing fake news that Jimmy Kimmel had been fired. The Grudge, all kinds of different news outlets are sending out false news on Laura Ingraham. Is it people doing it? No, it's not. It's the algorithm and AI bots writing these stories, releasing these stories. I did it back when I was doing politics. Take one of these hit piece stories, and I want you to start going to Instagram, Twitter, and look up the author. They don't exist. Most time they don't exist. You'll wonder, like, wow, how is he or she writing for Newsweek with only 300 Twitter followers? Because it's not real. It's not real. That was Senator Richard Blumenthal, AI generated. He's not. Did you see Senator Josh Hawley doing his best to cover his mouth so he don't bust out laughing? You know why he laughing? Because there's millions upon millions of dumbass Americans that would have believed that. What is real? What is real? Is Jimmy Kimmel fired? Hell, is that a robot? This is where we are, and it's not just so cut and dry. Listen to this, man.
My worst fears are that we, the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world. I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. And we want to be vocal about that. We want to work with the government to prevent that from happening. But we try to be very clear-eyed about what the downside case is and the work that we have to do to mitigate that.
An anomaly on Capitol Hill. Private tech CEOs asking for more government regulation. It's usually the other way around. For the very first time, senators held a hearing about the latest artificial intelligence tools.
I'm nervous about it. I think people are able to adapt quite quickly. When Photoshop came onto the scene a long time ago, for a while, people were really quite fooled by Photoshopped images, and then pretty quickly developed an understanding that images might be Photoshopped. This will be like that, but on steroids.
But on steroids. Now, if you don't know who that is, air quotes, the creator of ChatGPT. Since when does tech companies go to Capitol Hill and beg for regulation? Who in the hell in any industry, unless it's the oppressed people, go to Capitol Hill to beg for regulation? I'll tell you why. These Dr. Frankensteins has created monsters that they have released in the job field, algorithms, YouTube ranking, algorithms. Everything that you're doing, ma'am, do you know why she gets more likes than you and you got bigger boobies? The algorithm. keywords, things of that nature. Where is this all heading? The reason I brought you the fake story, Jimmy Kimmel, the fake story, Laura Ingraham, because fake stories and misdirection is what you can get used to. Is what you can get used to, because I promise you this, ladies and gentlemen, that money will rule the day. Money is going to rule the day. Section 230 will be overturned. That's why I'm telling you, have seen the end of Laura Ingraham. You've seen the end of Jimmy Kimmel, and expect Sean Hannity to retire from Fox and just stick to his radio show. Goldman Sachs says AI could push S&P 500 profits up 30% in the next decade. How the hell does that happen? I'll tell you why. They're going to take away human labor. Ma'am, you went to college. You're great. You run an HR office. Your services are no longer needed. Sir, you're making certain tutorials on YouTube. Soon your services will no longer be needed, up to including mine. Most people, let's just say most people lived in this made up reality. Our lives have become movies. Goldman Sachs, ChatGPT, fake news that got people on top of the damn roof thinking Jimmy Kimmel has been fired, now rules reality. It absolutely rules reality. Let's go full string just a minute, because I don't want anyone to think that I intentionally try to clickbait. Well, Diddy don't do that. But tell me that is not nefarious, narcissistic, and sociopathic for multiple articles to be out here in Asia that Jimmy Kimmel has been fired when it was a damn joke, but yet and still blogs picked it up, AI bots, I should say, and how far is it? I'd say 10,000 miles away from LA. How the hell does that happen? This is where we are. We are in the age of artificial intelligence, and it does not discriminate with the pain that it inflicts. We are no longer in control of information, ladies and gentlemen. That's the purpose. So if you're just coming in, Walt Diddy does not clickbait. As far as I know, Jimmy Kimmel still has a job, except for here in Southeast Asia in Bangkok, because it is trending on their news. Right there on my phone. I have two phones, one for the U.S. and one for Thailand. The one for Thailand is trending news. Jimmy Kimmel fired. In the U.S., you will find stories where they're saying Laura Ingraham was fired from Fox. This is not true. What perception is reality? What is true anymore? I just showed you Richard Blumenthal, Senator Richard Blumenthal, right? His opening statement, he shuts up, and it's a perfect version of his voice. How the the AI has taken speeches and opinions that he's wrote or verbally articulated on the Senate floor to come up with that concoction. What is real anymore? What is real anymore? YouTube reset. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll go to the chat in just a minute. Here's the prophecy. Next month, the Supreme Court of the United States will strike down Section 230. Tucker Carlson was not fired because of Dominion. Cancel that. Cancel that. Don Lemon is not fired. The little bald-head geeky dude from CNN, Brian Stelter, they were all fired for controversy. And in the new age, the new world order of social media and content creation, only vanilla will make money. Every once in a while, you may get the sprinkles, right? A little bit of chocolate or some rainbow sprinkles, but just enough to change the color slightly. Vanilla content will soon rule the day. I'm saying it again. Section 230 will be overturned. YouTube is getting ready, i.e. unleashing their new algorithms, i.e. unleashing a new AI protocol for advertising. Ad revenue is down across the board, across every sector of life, even here in Bangkok, Thailand. Why? Controversy not going to make any money anymore. What else is going to happen thanks to fake news like the Jimmy Kimmel story I showed you, fake news like the Laura Ingraham story I showed you, your voice come political season 2024 will be null and void. You're not going to come on here, oh, Trump, Trump, Trump. But no, they don't want it. Facebook doesn't want it. YouTube doesn't want it. Microsoft doesn't want it. NVIDIA doesn't want it. That's just the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's where we are before we get into talking about the black moon that you should know something about. Here, this is not fake news. Montana becomes the first U.S. state to ban TikTok over security concerns. As I mentioned just a minute ago, from the state of Montana to other states, right? Congressmen, politicians, corporations, they helped Frankenstein build the monster. Now they want to slay the monster, but the monster is not going away, right? The monster is like Agent Smith from The Matrix, and it has replicated. It has cloned itself thousands upon thousands of times. So Montana becoming the first U.S. state to ban TikTok over security concerns is too little, too late. All the information, all the data has been received. The new currency of 2023 and going forward for the next 30 years is data, especially your Gen Z kids' data. They do not think like a Gen Xer that's in his right mind, I should say. But TikTok has been banned in the state of Montana. So once again, I want to remind anyone, thanks for watching. I am not clickbaiting you. In Bangkok, Thailand, thousands, if not millions of people think Jimmy Kimmel has been fired. I know what you're wondering. Why would they know Jimmy Kimmel? They watch U.S. stuff. If you go around Bangkok right now, there's nothing but Fast and Furious banners. They wouldn't sing Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that you don't like Jonathan Major, but hell, they don't know what's going on. They liked him as Kang the Conqueror. Do you understand what I'm saying? As far as Nike, Gucci, they wear it. BMW, yes, they got it. Trust me, I know these things. Malt liquor, they drank it. Hennessy, over here in the store at 7-Eleven. Jim Beam, Jack Daniel, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. You get where I'm going with this. You see how harmful that these bots are. Bots wrote that article. Bots, i.e. artificial intelligence, allowed it to go viral as it has here in Southeast Asia. On the U.S. front, bots wrote the article in these hit pieces on Laura Ingraham being fired, the algorithm and artificial intelligence pushing it out, especially to liberals and those that vote progressive, to trigger a response from them. This is where we at, ladies and gentlemen. Quick peek in the chat. We got to talk about the new moon. We're going to talk about the new moon, the black moon, and I'm going to show you why things why shit like it is in America. I don't know if you know, but the United States of America has a natal birth chart. I've shared it before, and I'm going to share it again. Take a quick look in the chat. Didn't want to think anybody was being clickbaited. That is not what Walt did he do. Shout out to Club Fortune. I salute you, sir. Your continued support means everything. Y'all power me through these shows, and I appreciate you, my brother. I hope you are safe. Hope you are well. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Listen, without further ado, let's get into something a little bit more interesting. And I think that you may just learn something. I hope that you do. If you do not know, today is, especially over here in Thailand, it is 5/18/2023. I know it's the 17th over here, but I am 12 hours ahead of you. And speaking of ahead of you, I am ahead of you on the moon phases. This is the most important and interesting time in the history of your life and mine, ladies and gentlemen. What you're seeing right here is from the Griffin Observatory in Los Angeles, California, and it's showing you the 2023 moon phases. What are the moon phases? Well, there are only three. There's a new moon, There's first quarter, there's full moon. I know you see a crescent moon, I know you see a half moon, but they don't have, I'm just going to say they really don't have power. New moons are the most powerful. First quarter is where you should have completed your new intentions, and the full moon brings it to fruition. So right there, you're seeing the moon phases. But here's something special that's going to be happening right now as I speak. When I'm done up here, I'm going to go back on the roof and I'm going to get some of this energy in the United States of America in the West tomorrow at about 8:54 West Coast time. You're going to get a black moon. No, I'm not talking about Mos Def and Talib Kweli and DJ High Tech. No. Not talking about that black moon. A black moon that you can't see. A black moon that holds so much energy that it will blow your mind. I know you may be a Christian. I was raised Southern Baptist, and y'all don't believe in the zodiac. That is fine. But if you read a text, as I have, called the Hermetica, it was said that Hermes said that God created the zodiac to contain man. What if I tell you that we do not have free will, we only have choice within the zodiac and the time stamp on your life? What if I tell you that the United States of America has a time stamp, it has a natal birth chart, and if you study the birth chart, you will understand why America works as it does, and it can never change. If you study yourself, your sun sign, your ascendant sign, where your north node is, where your south node is, where the moon is the day you were born, you will see that you only have choice. Your life has been written. It was written for me to be here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I never knew it until it actually pretty much happened. So what you're going to get tomorrow, and tomorrow for you will be, I guess, the 18th, 19th, you're going to be getting new moon, black moon energy. Let's talk about what the black moon is. Some of you never heard of it. It is akin to the blue moon. First and foremost, what is a black moon? A black moon happens 4 times, right? Usually you get about 3 new moons in a quarter. This is the 4th. It's rare. It does not happen regularly. And I thought I blew it up. A black moon is a modern term, very similar to the definition of a blue moon, but is associated with 2 new moons within a specific time period. So pretty much 2 new moons in a specific time. And we just had a new moon not long ago. But here's what you really need to understand. And I'll put all this together. Seasonal black moon 2023 is a seasonal black moon occurs when there is extra new moon in a season. Right. The 3rd is considered the new moon. So we, in this season that we're in right now, we've already had 2 new moons. This is the 3rd. Look up the number 3. All of you initiated people understand 3, the Trinity, right? Pay attention. Moving right along with some more information that you need to know. When is the next black moon in 2023? In 2023, a black moon is on May 19th. All right, May 19th for you on the East. The black moon right now, I can already feel the energy here in the Far East. Don't feel discouraged, right? It's a new beginnings, new intentions. But here's something that you really need to know is black moon's spiritual meaning and intentions. Black moons are unique and a magical time. You do not have to believe. Don't believe in gravity, sir. Get on your house, jump off. I guarantee your black, white, purple, Hispanic, Asian, Latino ass will go right down. A black moon to witches, Hollywood, warlocks, Hollywood, politicians, They understand this power. The late Nancy Reagan never let the Gipper, Ronald Reagan, make any damn decisions until she consulted the stars. Facts. It's in her memoirs. I'll say that again for you Republicans and conservatives in the back. Nancy Reagan read the stars before the Gipper, Ronald Reagan, made any decisions. I advise you to look it up. Sean Hannity and won't tell you that, but he does the same thing. He does the same thing. Moving on, black moons are intensified new moons, which are lovely to manifest for us, manifesting things of that we want, right? Intentions. Let's get into a little bit of new moon theory. This new moon takes place in the zodiac sign of Taurus. Guess what's in Taurus right now? You guessed it, Jupiter, who rules Taurus. Jupiter is a magnificent planet. All right. Also, if you were to read the Hermetica, the planets are gods. If you read the Hermetica, and it's the same in the Bible, to you African American, Southern white, good old Christians, to know there are more than one gods, but there's one super god, ask yourself who the Elohim is. It clearly told you in Genesis, let us make man in our image. God wasn't talking to Jesus. He was talking to the Elohim. It's the Elohim Anunnaki rap. That Farrakhan. Anyway, the Elohim. In the Hermetica, as I mentioned, Hermes said that God created the zodiac to contain man because we would become too powerful. What does he mean too powerful? The archangels, Michael, all of them, whatever their name is, Uriel, guess what? They can't bring their asses down here to earth, but you and I can ascend to heaven, which makes us more powerful. I'm going to say that again for you slow kids in the back. All of the angels, you think you got a guardian angel on this earth. Bullshit. They can't get through the firmament no more than you can get through this firmament. You can spiritually. That's what makes us more powerful. Even on this realm, if you believe in Lucifer, Satan, guess what? He is the prince of air. Right? What is air? It's in Gemini. Whole nother story. Let's get into some teaching right quick. I'm going to give you some game on said zodiac, and I shall be the guinea pig. If you are not aware of your natal chart, that's my natal chart. Not going to show you all my planets because of you that understand this science and know how to wield this magic, you could affect me and we can't have that. What I will share with you is my sun sign. I was born July 23rd. Now, the way the zodiac really works is 20th to 20th, but we'll let y'all think what you want to think. According to documentation in Western astrology, I was born on July 23rd, so that's really the first day of Leo. It's not. It's the 20th. Another video anyway. The day I was born, my sun was at 0 degrees in cusping Cancer and Leo. So I am a Leo sun sign. My rising sign is Taurus. I've been feeling very, very well, brand new. My skin, everything is getting better for me because Taurus is at home in the first house. Your first house represents you. Your first house is where your ascending sign will be. Right? The 8th house, directly abrupt, straight across from the first house, is your north node. That's where you go into battle demons, and that's where your fortune is, in your north node mastery of what's going on. So if you understand the zodiac, here's a quiz. If my rising sign is in my first house and it is Taurus, what would be my north node? What sign is it in? You guessed it. It is in Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, darkness, death, and rebirth. Not literally, but spiritually. Right. So this new moon, the moon is just fine and happy in the sign of Taurus, because Taurus is an earth sign. Guess what the moon is? It is right, ma'am. You know, you got a period. You know how I feel with a new moon. Excuse me, a full moon. It's a water sign. Earth, water goes fine. Also, the planet Jupiter is sitting in Taurus, so it's all working for me. It's kind of like that Phil Collins song, In the Air Tonight. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life, for Taurus to be exactly where it is, for me to be in the east, right? So my wheel, though it's the same, it's different. Life is different for me in the east from a zodiac perspective than in the west. So tomorrow, the 19th, 18th, 19th, 20th, whatever, this new moon is happening, this black moon. First, you're going to get a new moon, then you're going to get a black moon. Both are in the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter rules Taurus, very much at home. The ruler of my chart is actually Venus. So I show a lot of love, even though I'm an asshole. That said, here's some lesson that you really, really need to learn, and most people don't know. You can perhaps stop crying and complaining about said what's going on in America once I break this down to you, because America, ladies and gentlemen, has a birth chart also. What you see right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the United States of America's birth chart. On 7/4/1776, the United States of America is a Cancer. Did you know that? The United States of America's rising sign is Sagittarius. So what does that tell you off the gate? The sign of Cancer is really a fourth house, right? It's a fourth house, house of family, mother. America goes around telling the world that we're so friendly, home, here, come get a hug. But in action, it is a warrior hunter. I'm going to say that again for you. The way these signs work, I'm a Leo. That's not what you get from me. That's not what you get. That is my persona. That is my swag. That is my light. I carry myself when I'm walking around with Taurian energy because I'm a Taurus rising. Right now, I'm giving you Taurian energy. When I turn into Walt Diddy, you get flamboyant. I mean, Diddy bopping, a lot of swag. That's the way you got to look at the zodiac. And I'm a Scorpio. No, you're not. That's who your personality is when you kick that switch on to be your other self. Who you are is your rising sign. So who the United States of America is a Sagittarius, fucking Honda. As you can see right there, there's nothing but chaos and disorder the day that the United States was born. Every house is badly, badly, badly out of place. As we see the first house right there where you see that arrow, that is Sagittarius to Hunter sitting in the first house. So the first house is who you are, what you show as a person, self. The United States is a hunter. It hunts conquest, it hunts glory, it hunts money, it hunts rulership. The second house, the first house, right? Normally, the first house is Aries, fire, ruled by Mars. That's the first house. The ruler of the first house is Aries. Guess what? You guessed it, Sagittarius is not a fire sign. So it's not getting along. The second house of the zodiac is ruled by what? You guessed it, Taurus. Taurus, guess what we got going on in Sagittarius? Capricorn. Capricorn is the taskmaster. Do you know why the judge wears a black robe? It represents Saturn, justice. No matter who the fuck come in there, somebody gonna pay. Court all about. Saturn make you make a choice. Saturn say, okay, you want left, right, choose, and I'm gonna hold you accountable. But it is sitting in a earth sign. An earth sign that's grounded will be Taurus. That's ruled by, you guessed it, Jupiter. Jupiter, Saturn do not get along. These planets do not get along, a lot of them. And the more you have in a particular house, the more chaos you have. Thus the reason I didn't show you all mine. Third house is Aquarius. We have a water sign sitting in air. What does water do to air? When the wind waves, bunch of waves. United States, we create a lot of waves. I'm a U.S. citizen. I love the U.S. Shout out to North Carolina. Go Tar Heels. Go Crest Chargers. It is what it is. I didn't make this. Fourth house is the house of, and also third house is Gemini. Gemini rules money. Have you ever wondered why Kanye, no matter what he do, he's going to stay rich? Donnie J. Rich. Geminis get that money. You think it's Capricorn. No, you don't. Stop telling a damn lie. Gemini rules money. It's air. It's air. Capricorn is earth. Moving right along to the fourth house. What do you have in the fourth house? Pisces, which is spiritual. Right. We have a problem with spirit because that fourth house is ruled by Cancer. Pisces is a water sign. Once again, in a earth sign that's ruled by the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's the fourth house. It is the house of home and mom. Fifth house is fucked up. The fifth house is ruled by Leo, the sun. Guess what's sitting in the fifth house of the United States of America? Aries. Ain't nothing but war and fire. Aries is a fire sign. It love it. It love that hot energy. It love to go out and show its ass. Right? The sun and Mars, they pretty cool. They like it hot. Right? What's the closest planets to the sun? Mercury, Mars? Yes. So Mars is in the rules is ruler of Aries in that sun sign. So what else is going on in the fifth house? Creativity. I think we can all admit that Americans, we are very, very creative. We make something out of nothing, and entertainment, porn, drugs, anything is what we do. Sixth house, you see the good old sign of Taurus. Taurus is sitting in the sign of Virgo, ruled by Venus. Next up, you got Gemini sitting in the seventh house, which is really Libra. So both are air signs, but guess what? Gemini sees both things. Right? Money is in that seventh house. Money should not rule the seventh house, but that's the house of romance, marriage, finance, justice. Moving right along, we have Cancer sitting in a hot seat in the eighth house of Scorpio. It doesn't like it there. It doesn't like it there because what's the eighth house? Death and rebirth, spirituality. We don't have that anymore. It has died in America. Ninth house, you sitting in Leo. We got fire. Fire sitting over there where who should be ruling the ninth house? That's right, Sagittarius. Mortal enemy. 10th house, you got Virgo sitting in almost Midhaven, sitting in Capricorn. Messed up. Right. Then you got Libra in the 11th house, where it's going to be about long distance journeys and things like that. Right. So what do we do as Americans? We make long distance journeys to have war, to try to set the scales of justice, and it never works. Finally, you got Scorpio in the 11th house, which, that is another spiritual house. And that rounds it out. So what am I telling you? I'm telling you this is the time to be mindful of your thoughts. What the planet Jupiter does, it expands. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, and Jupiter expanding it is not one. Here's what you can expect this week. There will be no debt. There will be no debt ceiling deal. This is a new moon. From Joe Biden to Barack Obama, they understand the zodiac, they understand the power of it, and they're not going to make a move. New intentions. The reason I brought you this fake stories, Jimmy Kimmel, Laura Ingraham, the reason I showed you Senator Blumenthal, the reason I showed you the AI bots, this new moon and the rest of this year will catapult fakeness and the misdirection of reality. The powers that be. I just read to you how new moons, especially this black moon, is for the witches and warlocks. They will be casting spells and a ritual coming your way. I warn you now, you're going to get a mass ritual coming Thursday and Friday in America. You heard it here first. To any of you that think you have free will, I'm here to tell you that you have a little bit of a choice. You have a time stamp. The day, the moment you were born, there was a time stamp. There's references to the Zodiac in the King James Version of the Bible. I advise you, if you like to read or audio book, check out the Hermetica, where Hermes said that God created the Zodiac to keep us from being a little bit too powerful. How powerful are we? Well, we're humans having a spiritual experience, but here's something that you need to know. No matter what you believe in, I don't care if you're Muslim, I don't care if you're Christian, you Black Power, anyway, here's the one thing you need to always remember. From the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, to the Elohim, to any gods that you believe in, it's one thing they can't do. They can't bring their ass on this soil. But you and I can ascend up to where they are. There's only one entity from the King James Version of the Bible that has dominion of this earth, and that is the Prince of Air, Lucifer, Satan. Right? It clearly tells you, be ye not conformed to the world. Why? Because that motherfucker ruled it. From sea to shining sea, every land on this planet. If you think differently, you will have a hard life. You will have a hard life. He is the Prince of Air. Here's some more esoteric magic for you. John P. Key tells you who rules it. Oh, you thought that song, there's a lily is in the valley, found it to be bright as the morning star. This motherfucker singing to Lucifer. Jesus ain't the morning star. It's Lucifer. Look it up. Who the morning star? Well, it'd be right in your face, too. One of my mama's favorite Negro fucking spirituals, where he's sitting there giving a love song to Lucifer, Prince of Air, the morning star. I want you to really think about it, Black Christian. How many morning star references do you get in your music? Jesus is not wasn't the morning star. That was the Lion of Judah, right? Thought I'd teach you something there. Listen, let's go to the chat real quick. Walt Diddy is on one today. I felt like doing some esoteric shit, so that's what I did. Shout out to Club Fortune says facts. Trevor Noah is leaving. It's over. Club. Controversy will not sell. I'm going on the limb. You was in the show. Shout out to my man Super Sly. Watch us do a show, and I'm predicting it and prophesizing right now. Session 230 will be overturned. Every tech company is prepared for it. They're flipping the switch to a marketplace. Right now, I can beta. Usually, used to have to go through AdSense to run Google. I can run ads on every one of my, promote every one of my videos just like on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else now on YouTube. Those AI bots is to eliminate unwanted waste and revenue from controversial content. You will not be able to make money on it after this new moon. The energy of the new moon will set in, this is May, June, July. By July, After 230 is overturned, you watch. YouTube and all the guys, they're ready. They know it's to happen. Right? The reason Fox News has to be worried about 230 is all their hosts and CNN and everyone else, they have a website where they put their damn content. Do you understand? CNN.com, FoxNews.com, MSNBC.com, CSNB. You get where I'm at? CNBC.com. Do you understand? This is where we are. This is where we are. Shout out to the homie. He says, play that again. Which one we play again, Brother Truth? Blumenthal, let me know, Brother Truth, what you want me to play again. Well, my sweet thing gives me emojis and a 100%. They let me know I'm doing my thing, girl. Shout out to you, Queen. You the sweetest. You the sweetest. You keep me going, boo thing. If G Summit keeps increasing inflation, ad advertising should be falling as well for a company to offset losses. That's what I'm thinking. That's why the Big G and the Tube, that story that I did, Brother Truth, how they gonna let the AI bots do it? How does AI bots, and you a content creator, Brother Truth, how does AI bots with advertising help me and you and our channel showing up in search? That's right, it don't exist. It don't exist. You're getting this news, fake news, right? My man getting fired. They actually believe this shit in Bangkok where I'm at. Laura Ingraham being fired, that's not the truth, right? If we go back to 2016, Donnie J told you about everything was fake. That motherfucker was not lying. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you? And with this new moon energy, the witches and warlocks in politics, entertainment, media, and tech, they're going to hit you with a ritual that's going to forever change the internet. If you're going to make money in the next 6 months and going forward, you will have vanilla content. I promise you that. I can promise you how you on the left went crazy. Trump. You on the right went crazy. Lock her up. That shit over with. You ain't gonna have a platform. You're not gonna have a platform. You can go to BitChute. They only letting the certain channels rank. Hell, I deleted mine. The same thing with Rumble. I know, sir. You're in the manosphere. I come from there. That shit over, man. Ben told you it was over. But when you find out, right, and they some content creators now, 20, 30, 50, 500,000, they already got the demonetization. It's going to happen. That's why they changed the rule. Most everybody that's been demonetized got a bigger chance it's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to me. You'll wait 90 days. Matter of fact, in 2020, when I was talking about politics, and some of y'all know because y'all was watching, 4-500, super chat, check it out. They demonetizing me. I had to wait 30 days to reapply. It took 7 months to get the damn monetization back. If you've been demonetized before, it's a 90-day wait, plus how many of us. So it may be a whole damn year. Controversy is not going to sell anymore. Speaking of the manosphere, the Black Manosphere, it is ran by Jason Whitlock, Shannon Sharp, Cam Newton, and them guys. You fucking gave it away. You want it mainstream, and that's what you got, you pieces of shit. Sidebar, you pieces of shit. You didn't want guys like me that can help you, be your editor, help you. I mean, it is what it is. They run the place now. Go to Whitlock's channel. All he talking about is black male issues. He got that B in the lower corner. Blaze TV, backed by Glenn Beck. You got no damn voice. Kevin Samuels didn't help you do what? Lose your voice. Everybody, and I'm going to call his name, BGS knew that shit. That man is about 70. Unc, if you listen, sit your old ass the fuck down, man. Cool out. We don't care what Keisha doing with her kitty. They don't want no, listen, I'm in Thailand right now. They don't want no damn husband. So what? Don't be one. It's that simple. These women don't want to be wives. Do you want to be a husband? Shut the fuck up. Brittany Renner did this. She don't want you. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle, she go 50-50. She should, goddammit. She got money. She was Mary Jane, all kind of movies. She should pay some bills. What's so extravagant and about that? Guess what? This new ritual gonna get, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Go to my videos. I've been trying to tell y'all what evergreen content is. It ain't getting a goddamn green button. Evergreen content is how to bake a red velvet cake. Evergreen content is how to deal with loneliness. Evergreen content is math tutorials. Evergreen content is how to build a damn house. That's evergreen content, meaning it is green. It is going to be good today, tomorrow, next week. It will not change. Your goddamn live stream, because you got 3,000-4,000 people watching, I laugh at that shit now. Getting more views right now, you do, sir. YouTube gonna reward me for all that vanilla content about Sigma males. Heavily reward. To any man in the sound of my voice, share this. Nobody gives a fuck about your goddamn opinion about what black women doing. They don't care. It is dead. It's over. Obsidian, AM, O'Shea, all them boys done made the goddamn money. BGS. You think Kevin wasn't sending him a goddamn check? He stole it as his whole show? No, BGS. Listen, Kevin Samuels didn't steal shit from y'all niggas. He did BGS for women, and I'm sure Unc got a damn check. If he didn't, Unc, you need to get the fuck off YouTube for being stupid. And I know you're not stupid. Simple. You PhDs, you blew it. You should have came on here with smart guy shit. The lead attorney is a boule motherfucker with his secret Prince Hall Mason handshake, which ain't shit. If you're talking white supremacy and you're Prince Hall Mason, you're stupid. Your whole craft is theirs. I read Manly P. Hall, every one of his damn books. That's his craft. It's their craft. It's not yours. You got to go back to the Hermetica to get some ancient knowledge, just like Walt Diddy did. All your fraternities is not going to help you in the AI. Not knocking your fraternities, but all out. You can't help your brother get a goddamn job no more. Go to the HR and refer him. Unless the algorithm say choose him, that motherfucker going to be looking for a job. Tell me I'm wrong. That's where we are. So listen, I'm going to start winding this down for two strategic reasons. Number one, been standing for a while. Number two, I am hungry. I am hungry. Don't forget about this new moon. Don't forget about my brother right here, my number one nephew in the YouTube streets. My man Spawn, what's happening with your family? Say, what's going on? Ain't nothing going on but rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Damn women told you in the fucking 80s. My mama loved that goddamn song. My daddy got divorced. They got divorced. You think she be... She loved that song. My aunts. That's right. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with she. Simple. Simple. Sir, sir, sir. Ain't a damn woman in the history of damn womanhood ever damn wanted a man for just who he is. Oh, he's just so damn smart. I want to be. No. No. You got some money. You made a kid. You interesting. I mean, hey, you got some drugs. You got something. Women don't operate like that. I'm sorry. Sir, sir, sir. There's not been one submissive woman in the history of the motherfucking planet. You can get you one that's cooperative here and there. That's about it. Ask Samson, right? Ask King Ahab. Go and ask King Solomon. He had 30,000 bitches. Couldn't do nothing with him. Couldn't do nothing with him. So as a Sigma male, I just listen to the Temptation and follow that. Treat her like a lady. If it's cigarette that she smoke, even treat her like a lady. That's what I do as a Sigma male. I'm not attracted to 3 or 4 hoes, but guess what? I don't disrespect them. Ain't none of my business. She ain't going on with me. What you mean to do? What you mean to do? Go on here and critique. Look what these women doing. Look what this woman did in the... That motherfucker is not giving me none. You think she care about what Walt Diddy doing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Last comment of the day, that is Country Girl. Queen says, Walt and everyone, be safe. God bless. Gotta go to work. Listen, you be safe. You have a great day. Thank you for joining me, Queenie. Your energy is amazing. Your support is outstanding. And tell your boss, if he fuck with you, I'm putting my foot in his ass. That's just the way it gotta go. Don't make me fly. Don't make me fly to where Country Girl at. Is what it is. Listen, we're going to start winding it down. Once again, did not try to clickbait anyone. Jimmy Kimmel has been fired in Southeast Asia. Is it the truth? Hell no. Laura Ingraham has been fired, according to Grudge the magazine. Is that the truth? Hell no. What is the truth? There's a new moon coming, 18th, 19th, 20th in there, depending on where you are in the world. Black moon, it's the third one. Look at that number 3. It's going to affect America because America has a birth chart. If you wonder why shit's so fucked up, it's always going to be because it has been written. If you think you have free will, you are lying to yourself. You only have a little bit of choice because the Zodiac has stamped us to be what we're going to be. And the worst thing you can do is run away from your destiny. Last comment of said evening. Chakra, what day is the new moon? Actually, it is right now. It's the 18th. It's going to be the 18th, 19th over here in Thailand, but the 19th and 20th. It's a black moon. And I promise you, Chakra, that the powers that be, and I can tell by your name, you understand this, the witches, the warlocks, the elite, they're going to plan a hell of a fucking ritual to catapult it. Why? Because it's a new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is in its home in its home. Taurus is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter expands everything. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son, because Jupiter would expand it. If you're on your way to making it big, Jupiter expand it. If you're having psychological issues, Jupiter will expand it. So what you need to be doing right now is focusing on your new intentions, what you want your life to be, right? Make a choice. We only have so many choices that we make. Make the best choice. Focus on it. Also, a black moon is the moon that you can't see. You won't be able to see it with the naked eye, but trust me, it is in there. It is there for you to benefit from, and I encourage you to do just that. Before I get out of here, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Don't think that I tried to clickbait you. I showed you the goddamn story, and they actually believed it here in Bangkok, Thailand, until I said, no, that is not the truth. Do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss Walt Diddy. And let me encourage you before you go on this new moon eve here in Bangkok, Thailand. I want you to look in the mirror and start doing this exercise. Start telling yourself that you're more than enough. You're worthy. You're adequate. You deserve the finer things in life. Will it take some work? Yes, but you can do it. When my father left home when I was 9 years old, he never came back. I had to fight grown men at 12, 13. I'm slanging damn dope by 14, but he left me a gem, a diamond. If he knew it was valuable, he would have took it himself. He used to look me in these 2 eyes and say, Walter, you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. I put my mind to making this content. I put my mind to being an encourager, not a discourager. Put your mind into knowing that you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. Put your mind into telling yourself how valuable and special you are. There's only one of you, so that makes you fucking special, and you need to know that. Put your mind into knowing if you have no friends, you don't need no damn friends. You got a few people that care something about you, roll with that, work on self-mastery. And the last thing I'm going to tell you is thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. The time is 11:27 here in Bangkok, Thailand. Get your afternoon off. Have a great day at work. Whatever you're doing, put yourself first. Think positive. And as Napoleon Hill once said, if you believe, you can achieve. And that's just a damn fact. Listen, you've been with that screenwriter, director, producer, Walt Diddy. I just saluted you. It is time for me to get the hell out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you on said next one.
Double up, double up. The money I color up. Double like double up. The money I color up.
2 turns of 4, 4 turns of 8. Sleep and get paid. Rich when I wake. I bet the bank. I set the pace. Guess what I make? That's what I make. Counting pockets, that's a trending topic. You you got this and you got that, but got no spending options. I keep quiet, but still get it rocking. I keep quiet with it in my pocket. I keep quiet, moving stuff for silent.
Double up. The money I cuddle up.